Good evening to all girls. Today we are going to see the drama 2, that is Antony and Cleopatra, written by William Shakespeare. Already I posted one video about William Shakespeare. Again I am going to explain you. Shakespeare began his playwriting career by adapting the forms of already a successful plays, considered to be one of the greatest writers in the English language and the world's preeminent dramatist. He was an important dramatist. William Shakespeare has written approximately 38 plays. Exactly, he has written 38 plays. Antony and Cleopatra, is a tragedy by Shakespeare. It is a tragedy play. The original title is The Tragedy of Antony and Cleopatra. Antony and Cleopatra. And Cleopatra is considered by Shakespearean scholars to be one of the most complex and fully developed female characters of Shakespeare's entire body of work. Because Cleopatra is a very important. Here she considered as a queen of Egypt. And then Shakespearean scholars to be one of the most complex, one of the difficult and fully developed female characters of Shakespeare's entire body of the work. Let me go. So here I'm going to share some key facts of Antony and Cleopatra. In the beginning I told you that the original title, the full title is The Tragedy of Antony and Cleopatra. So of course the author is William Shakespeare. And then the type of work is a play. Genre is tragedy. Language, it has written in English. The time and place written in the year 1606 to 1607, London as well as in England. Date of first publication published in the first folio of 1623. And next one, the major conflict, that means a major fight. Antony is it's torn between his duties as a Roman ruler and a soldier, and his desire to live in Egypt with his lover, Cleopatra. The inner conflict leads him to become embroiled in a war with a Caesar, one of his fellow triumvirs. Actually, the major conflict here, actually Antony is torn between his duty. He was not concentrated in his duty. So always he desired to live in Egypt with his lover, Cleopatra. This is the reason they make a inner conflict, leads him to become ennobled in a war with a Caesar. Defeated with a Caesar, one of his fellow triumvirs. Rising action. Caesar tries Antony out of Egypt. Actually, Caesar lures Antony out of Egypt and back to Rome, and for that reason he marries Antony to his sister. He marries Antony to his sister Activa. Her name is Activa. Antony eventually returns Egypt and Cleopatra. Even he got married, continuously he visits Egypt to see Cleopatra. And Caesar prepared to lead an army against Antony. And then the climax. Antony disgraces himself by fleeing the battle of Acton to follow Cleopatra, betraying his own image of himself as a noble Roman. A falling action, Cleopatra abandons Antony during the second naval battle, leaving him to suffer on him. Insurmountable defeat. So she makes it to suffer. Okay, so this is rising action and falling action, and again in the climax what happened, Cleopatra betraying his own image of himself as a noble Roman. Theme. Here the theme is the struggle between a reason and emotion. Okay, reason and emotion. The main theme is reason and emotion. The clash of East and West. The definition of honor. Motive. Extravagant declaration of love. Public displays of affection, female sexuality. And then here Shakespeare used symbols, shape-changing clouds, Cleopatra fleeing ships, the has. These are the symbols here Shakespeare used to show the Antony and Cleopatra as it's going to end in a tragedy. Foreshadowing the play's repeated mention of snakes, for instance. The play's repeated mention of snakes, the poisonous person. Okay, and Lepidus, a drunken, raving about the creature of the Nile. Foreshadow. Cleopatra's chosen means of suicide. At last, this is makes the tragedy complete because this reason only. Now we are going to see the character list. First we are going to see Antony, one flints and feared soldier who rules the Roman Empire along with the actor Caesar and Lepidus. He is the one of the Roman Empire. Actually, the three triumvirs are Mark Antony, Activus Caesar, and Lepidus. When the play opens, Antony has neglected his duties as a ruler in order to live in Egypt, where he carries on a highly visible love affair with Cleopatra. His loyalty is divided between the Western and Eastern worlds. He is torn between the sense of duty and the desire to seek issues, between reason and passion. While he feels to need to reaffirm the honor that has made him a celebrated Roman hero. He is also madly in love with Cleopatra. Actually, he was one of the triumvirs. He was a feared soldier. His loyalty was divided between Western and Eastern worlds. He tones himself a sense of duty. He just is very lethargic in his duty because his desire seeks to pleasure between reason and passion. And then he was the one who madly loved with Cleopatra. The next one, Cleopatra, the queen of Egypt and Antony's lover. Cleopatra, the queen of Egypt and Antony's lover. A highly attractive woman who once seduced Julius Caesar. Okay, she is very attractive woman. Even she seduced Julius Caesar also. Cleopatra delights in thought that she has caught Antony like a fish. Cleopatra was very happy. Okay, so she has caught Antony like a fish. In matters of love, as in all things, Cleopatra favors high drama. Okay, in matters of love, as in all things, Cleopatra performing in highly drama. Our endeavors are as volatile as they are, theatrical, and regardless of whether her audiences are handmaid or the empire of Rome. She always offered to top-notch performance. Although she tends to make a spectacle of her emotions, one cannot doubt the genuine nature of her love. For Antony, Shakespeare makes it clear that the queen does love the general, even if her loyalty is sometimes misplaced. She is very good in acting. No one will be doubt her. Okay, whenever she was misplacing in her loyal, but she was very genuine in love with Antony. The next character is Octavius Caesar, the nephew and adopted son of Julius Caesar. Okay, Octavius rules to Roman Empire with Antony and Lepidus. Relations between Caesar and Antony are strained throughout the play. It is strained. For the young triumvirate between Antony and squanders his time and neglect his duties within Egypt. Ambitious and extremely pragmatic, he was very ambitious man, and he was extremely pragmatic. A pragmatic means one who was practically do that all this plans. Octavius backs Antony's military might has a general, but his careful and static reasoning enables him to avoid Antony's tendency towards heroic or romantic folly. So he tried to avoid Antony's heroic as well as a romantic folly. Destined to be the first Roman Empire, one who was later renamed Caesar Augustus, and he symbolized the Western values in the play, which stand opposed to be the exotic lures of Cleopatra's East. He is a person one who was always straightforward and tried to beat all the rules. The person one who was stand opposed to exotic lures of Cleopatra's East. Actually, the Cleopatra have the beautiful. She is a beautiful girl. No one is. Everyone will be. What we have to say? Just they are follow the Cleopatra. But he is the person who was opposed to Cleopatra. The next one, Ennomorbus. Enobarbus, Antonius' most loyal supporter, worldly and clinical, cynical, Enobarbus is a friendly with the subordinate of both Pompey and Caesar. Yet stays faithful to his master even after Antony makes a grave political and military mistakes. He abandons Antony only when the general appears to be completely finished. He is the person one who was supporting Antony's, and as well as he was the subordinator of both Pompey and Caesar. Okay, and yet stays faithful to his master. Who is the master? Means Antony is the master. So even after Antony make a grave political and military mistakes, okay, when it was happened means after the death of Caesar's sister, okay, so he was abandoned Antony only when the general appears to be completely finished. Marcus Aemilius Lepidus, that is Lepidus, the third member of the triumvirate, and the weakest both politically and personally. He was a very weak in politically as well as personally. Lepidus rather disseparate attempts to keep the peace between Caesar and Antony. Actually, Lepidus tried to peace between Caesar and Antony, that all the attempts are disseparated, fail. Okay, and when Caesar imprisons him after the defeat of Pompey. The next one, Pompey, the son of a great general who was one of the Julius Caesar's partners in power. Pompey is young and popular with the Roman people, and he possesses enough military right to stand as a legitimate threat to Triumvirus. He fancies himself honorable for refusing to allow one of his men to kill the unsuspecting Caesar, Antony and Lepidus when they are his guests. Actually, Pompey is the son of a great general who was one of the Julius Caesar's partner in power. His name is Pompey. Pompey is the young and popular with the Roman people, and he possesses enough, and he wants to get ownership enough military might to start at this a legitimate threat. He is the person who was threatening the Triumvirus, but he fancies himself honorable for refusing to allow one of his men to kill the unsuspecting Caesar, Antony and Lepidus when they are his guests. Activa, okay, Activa's Caesar's sister, Activa, marries Antony in order to cement an alliance between the two triumvirs. Actually, why Caesar decided to marry his sister with Antony means you want to cement, you want to align, you want to be settled between the two triumvirs. She is a victim of Antony's deception. She is a victim of Antony's deception. That means she is a victim of Antony's law. And her meekness, purity and submission make her the paradigm of Roman womanhood. And Cleopatra's a polar opposite. Actually, she is opposite to Cleopatra. Okay, she is very pure. She meekness. Okay, but she will missteps all those things. She is misloyal, his loyalty. She is very beautiful, but she is not that much. She consider who? Cleopatra. And the next one, Charmian and Hera's. These two are Cleopatra's faithful attendants. That means servant or a maid, whatever. We can decide that. The soothsayer, an Egyptian fortune teller, okay, who follows Antony to Rome and predicts that his fortune will always pale in comparison to Caesar. So soothsayer, we can say those who are giving a prophecies about the future. Okay, fortune teller also, who always Antony to Rome and he just predicts that the fortune will always pale in comparison with Caesar. Okay, and the next one, Dolabella, one of Activus Caesar's men. Okay, Dolabella is assigned to guard the captive Cleopatra. Actually, he's the person of Caesar. Okay, Dolabella actually assigned to guard the captive of Cleopatra. Next one, Agrippa. One of her active was Caesar's officer. Okay, Agrippa leads the retreated from Antony's unexpectedly powerful force. He's one of our actors. He's the officer. He's the officer of Caesar who leads the retreat from Antony to unexpectedly powerful force. And the next one, Chemidius, a general in Antony's army. After the battle in which Antony follows Cleopatra's lead and flees, Chemidius surrenders and defects to Caesar's side. Actually, this Chemidius, okay, he is a general in Antony's army. Okay, after the battle in which Antony follows Cleopatra, so the time Cleopatra leads the fleets. Okay, Chemidius surrenders and defeats Caesar side. So next one, Proculus. Okay, Proculus, who means one of the Caesar's soldier, who proves untrustworthy. But here in the story, Antony asked Cleopatra to believe this person specially. Okay, and then he's one of the soldier of Caesar. Actually, they are all triumvirs. Okay, so they have some division of parties. Cleopatra have the separate party, Antony have the separate parties, and then Caesar had a separate party. So in that each party have the different characters. And then Diomedes, Cleopatra's servant. Okay, she employs Diomedes to bring Antony to Antony the message that she has not committed suicide but is still alive. The person one who bring to Antony the message that she has not committed suicide but still she is alive. And then Heraus, an attendant serving Antony. Heraus' love for his master compels him to refuse Antony's order that Heraus kill him. Actually, Heraus, he is the serving attendant as well as serving Antony. Heraus' love for his master only. Heraus' love for his master compels him to refuse Antony's order that Heraus kill him. At last, he is the person one who killed Antony, but he refused. Compels him to refuse Antony's order that Heraus kill him. And the next one, Menas. He was a soldier under Pompey. Okay, in the previous I told that the Pompey is one of the Julius Caesar's power of a son, an ambitious young soldier under Pompey. During the dinner party that Pompey hosted for the triumvirate, I already told that Pompey arranged the feast for triumvirate. The person one who asked to, this is the time to kill them, unsuspected. This is the person, name is Menas. Okay, Menas asked for permission to kill Caesar, Antony and Lepidus, which would result in the control of the world falling into his master's hand. An ambitious young soldier under Pompey during the dinner party that Pompey hosted for the triumvirate, Menas asked for permission to kill Caesar, Antony and Lepidus, which would result in the control of the world falling into his master's hand. Next one, these are the final characters. Okay, Seleucus, Cleopatra's treasurer, who betrayed his master. Cleopatra's treasurer as well as who betray his master. And the next one, clown, an Egyptian who brings a snake containing a poisonous, who brings a basket of figs containing a poisonous snake to Cleopatra. So he is the person, the clown, who brings a basket of figs containing a poisonous snakes to Cleopatra. And the next one, Decrates, one of Antony's soldier. So these are the character list. I hope you all understand this, and then you will, if you have any doubt related to this topic, you just ask in the comment section. Thank you for watching, girls. If you like that video, just press the like button and subscribe me.